Hello! Chances are, if you clicked on this video, you have heard of the walkaway dress. Many of us online sewers have tried to sew this dress, including me. It's supposed to be a dress you can make before lunch and wear it in the afternoon. Now, I struggled with this dress and I was very happy to find another pattern that is almost the perfect, much better walkaway style dress. If you don't believe me, why don't you watch and see if I'm right? Now, let's just review that walkaway dress pattern, shall we? It is a vintage Butterick 4970. And what is so clever about this is that it just comes in one piece. You put it over your head and you tie it together and it's supposed to fit immaculately, right? Well, wrong. A couple of things. First off, the fit is not amazing at all. I had the same problem many other people do where it gapes under the shoulders. So you have to kind of wear a shirt, a t-shirt, or something else underneath it. I did not fix that problem. I am not a very good sewer yet, so didn't try that. The second part of it, which makes this project pretty long, is that it uses bias tape. You have to put bias tape binding around all of the seams. And I'm talking up and down and sideways. There's a lot of seams in this dress, so that takes a lot of time. Enter the Jiffy, it says it right in the name, Jiffy Simplicity 1356. You can see by the back that it is almost identical to the walkaway dress. Now, I like this pattern much more, and I'll tell you why. I've made it before out of a couple of bed sheets. I can't find that, so I can't show you. So you have to wait until I make it again. But what's nice about this is the skirt isn't as flared. Like, I didn't like that about the walkaway. It's much more slimline, I guess you could say. And I just feel like for my figure, that fits a bit better. I cannot talk today. I'm so excited about this, all right? What is another thing that's really cool about this is that it's reversible. Yes, it's a reversible wrap walkaway dress. So it's much easier because you just, you're doing the outer shell and the inner shell and you just have to stitch it together and pull it through so that you turn it outside in, inside out, and you have a perfect dress. You don't have to do any bias tapes or anything like that. So if you guys are interested in seeing me make the simple, the Jiffy, the real true, what I would prefer, better walkaway dress, come on and I'll show you how I did it. I have two different fabrics that I thought would go really well together. Polka dots. I think this will be the main and this will be the lining, although it is reversible. It's sort of like you got to pick a lining, right? So lining. I have just enough of this. I wanted to make it a little bit longer because the pattern hits just to my knees and I want it just below my knees. So fabric scrap. And I have about 4 yards of this one. So just enough to make both sides. Wow, this fabric I think goes together really well. And that reminds me of how I figured out how to match things. It took me a while, but I started with not knowing how to color coordinate to going to the paint store and buying those strips of color coordinating paint to buying some books. And each method really helped me out. The nice thing about the paint store is you can get those strips of coordinating paint colors for free. So after I did that for a while, I invested in these two books. They're the Color Scheme Bible and the Complete Color Harmony. And both of these books are geared to, well, actually this one is more geared to painting your house. But this one is more for designers. So what I use this book for, you can see inside, there are many different ideas on how to match different colors and what colors go together. So that is one of the toughest things of making a project like this, figuring out what works really well together. So you can just take a gander at this book, and if you have a pink color, you know, you can kind of skim through and look to see what matches with the pink. And it really helps out if you have a small, like a petal, a green petal. If you match it to one of these colors, you can see, for instance, green goes with brown and purple or orange. There's quite a lot of combinations, and this has really helped me understand color theory, I guess you could say. So the reason I chose these two colors was because they are both pretty vibrant hues, right? And the most important part, I think, with this one is that the whites match. So if you have a white and a cream, they might not look exactly correct together, but these two, they did have the same white, and they also had the same vibrancy. Like the pink is really pink and the blue is really blue. Also, I have to put in the darts, and I know from the pattern, the darts, and from history, the darts are going to be too high on me, so I have to probably make a bust dart adjustment or make a decision. Do I really want those darts? So stay tuned. We'll do that next. Thanks, you guys. Okay, I have stay stitched the top neckline. I have put in the darts, and now I'm on step 3. Cut 4 pieces of 3/8 inch ribbon, each 18 inches long on the outside front and side, back, center. Okay, I do not have any ribbon. I'm gonna go through the house and figure out what I can use. I'll be right back. Okay, this is the only thing that I found. It is a shoelace. Do you have a bunch of shoelaces around your house and you have no idea where the shoes are? Well, I do. It's kind of like that drawstring pant thing where I've got a lot of drawstrings from pants and also from hoodies. I collect them for perfect use for this. It's not a ribbon, but at least the ends are, the ends are done, so I don't need to do anything with that. And it is longer than 18 inches, and I need 2 of these. So it will be perfect for whatever they want me to do with this. And I think it's going to make those ties. So you tie the front part to the back with ribbon and the back part to the front with the material thing. So let me see if I'm right. That does not look right. Oh, all right, so I made a mistake. This is what I get for not pressing my darts. I sewed this one up. See how there's a little triangle there? And this dart is going that way down. That's what it should look like. So I'm going to go ahead and unpick this. I have to press my dart that way down towards the bottom of the dress. So I'm going to do that right now. Also, here's a tip when you're sewing a lining. What I do is I don't sew the bottom edge. So I've sewn all the way around but the bottom, and that's because I never ever can get this straight. So I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So what I do is once I've sewn all the way around, I flatten it out. You can see this is going to not pucker anything up until we get to this side. And you can see I've got some extra fabric, extra pink fabric right here. So if I had tried to sew that hem right away, I would end up with this, this little bit here that is not laying flat. So what I think I'm gonna do is figure out where that starts, and I'm gonna have to unpick that seam again and just make sure it's flat so that I can get a nice lining sandwich. All right, now I have unpicked and re-sewed. You can see how much flatter it is. So now it's kind of a nicer lining. This is a little weird on that side, but I'm never going to figure out why these didn't match. So I'm just gonna deal with it, and now I have to just trim and clip my corners, and I'm gonna turn it inside out. I've clipped the corners around the neckline and the armholes. Yeah, armholes, neckline, and made the corners, clip the corners. And now I have to find the opening. I hope I didn't sew it up when I was trying to fix. All right, so I'm gonna see if those ties worked out. I am not sure, but let's see. I'm gonna, it worked. Now all I have to do is press it, and where did that corner go? Yep. Wash the floor. So next up, so these are supposed to tie, this will be the front. These will tie around the back, and then the back will tie around the front. And I left these open at the top per the directions because somehow you're supposed to attach the other half with this part of the top. So next up, I just do the same with the back, sew it together, and instead of the ribbon shoelaces, I will use these. So I have to make some straps. Very good. What do you think? I am in love with this dress. It's so much better than the walkaway dress pattern for various reasons. I think originally I had chosen some really crazy fabrics for my walkaway version, satin and some tulle, so it was a little bit of a silly project, but this dress I would actually wear. I love the pink. I love how this is quilting cotton. It feels really, it's a little stiffer, so it really kind of looks good around my body. And that can be really difficult for me to find a dress that I feel comfortable wearing, especially one that isn't that loose, right? So it really makes me feel proportionate. I like the empire waist. It sits right under my boobies, and instead of my natural waist. For me, I think that just looks better on me. Also, the really perfectly matched shoulders where my bra is. You can see a little bit of my bra, but there is barely any gaping right there. And that is so hard to do. Plus, the back. So if anyone is interested in trying a different walkaway version, one that's more modernized and fits a little bit better in the arms, and I believe the walkaway has like sleevelets that I didn't really like either. Try this pattern out. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. I hope you enjoyed this make, because I did. I think what I might do next time is make it again, except find some more coordinating. I was thinking of putting snaps in the shoulders so that I could actually take the snaps off and switch around. So it's not just two different fabrics. Maybe I can just have a mix and match of like 4 or 6 and just keep snapping them on. I'll see how much I like this pattern though. What I'm gonna do first is wear it outside and see what I think of it, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna go wear it outside right now. I'll be right back. Well, there you have it, Simplicity's Jiffy dress. I think altogether it did not take me long to make this at all, and I love that you just pop it over your head and you tie it there, and then you just wrap it around and tie it in the front. So I definitely will be wearing this. It's like 80 today, even though it's October, so I'm gonna wear this today. And I think I am definitely gonna make another one because it was so darn easy. So I hope you guys are inspired to try this pattern and create your own wrap over the head better than the walkaway dress. Thanks a lot. Bye.